Let me ask you on the legacy wells. The concern that I have is, federal government comes in, does an assessment, drills, leaves, doesn't clean up the mess, decades later says, when we're screaming about you need to clean up your mess, the idea is, well, the state of Alaska can do that. We'll take it from the state of Alaska's funding. I guess the simple question is whether or not you feel that the state should be held financially responsible for the federal government's responsibility to take care of the legacy wells.
Senator, as we discussed, legacy wells are a significant problem, and I appreciate you bringing it up to me in the past. We need to find a way to fund it in a budget that doesn't have enough funding for everything that we want to do. And I appreciate the reaction to the suggestion that the revenues generated from the development on the NPRA on the state side go to pay for that. If not that suggestion, we need to work together to figure out how we prioritize in the budget the best way to move forward in a comprehensive way to deal with this issue that is that I share your concern.
Well, I guess I need to hear from you that you would agree that it's not the state of Alaska's responsibility to clean up the federal government's mess. Are we in agreement there?
I would say that the wells were drilled to assess the petroleum reserve up in Alaska, and as it's developed, it will benefit both the federal government and the state. And so revenues from that development seem to be a reasonable source to help address the issue on the legacy wells. So we can talk further on what that looks like, what is state, what is federal, and how do we do that in a constrained budget environment.
Well, and I will allow you greater opportunity to learn more about this, hopefully see what we're dealing with here. But there is no doubt in my mind, but that when the federal government comes into land that has been federally designated, drills wells, walks away from it, leaves a mess, that is the federal government's responsibility, and that it should not then be on the shoulders of the state of Alaska to do that cleanup. So I just want to make sure that when you're talking about prioritizing it within the budget, that it is prioritizing within the federal budget and not taking revenues that would have otherwise come to the state. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.